Big product announcements for AT3 and Stinger today. We've got complete AT3 rifles and AR-15 pistols, a new green dot sight for your concealed carry, and some premium bolt carrier groups from Stinger. I'm going to give you the rundown on today's Gear Grind. Launched some new premium bolt carrier groups which are great for finishing off a complete upper receiver or upgrading your existing bolt carrier group. Fit. These new bolt carrier groups will work in your AR-15 and come with the standard AR bolt face, so you can build out a rifle to shoot 5.56, 300 Blackout, and 350 Legend, all while using these bolts. Pretty straightforward. These are designed to be a drop-in fit for virtually any AR-15 rifle in a compatible caliber. Mil-spec in the best ways is what we're going for with Stinger here, though we can obviously go above and beyond. Feel. So, two key differences between these two bolts, right? When you break one of these out of the box, obviously the Phosphate is going to have a bit of a rougher feel to it. The hard Chrome, on the other hand, is going to be very slick and smooth all over, which makes it much easier to clean. Crucial to note, the internal surfaces of the Phosphate carrier are Chrome lined, which helps keep your rifle working longer. Besides that, these are both full weight, full auto cut bolt carriers equipped with gas rings that provide a nice tight gas seal right out of the box. These are sturdy, have a great fit, but it's kind of readily apparent the biggest difference is form. Phosphate with Chrome lining has been the military standard for literal decades. The surface takes well to being lubed up pretty heavily, but can still run very well with very little oil. It's a flat black, and as you shoot and cook off that oil, will become a nice carbon buildup gray over time. And then we have the hard Chrome version, which was the original spec for the M16 prototypes and has come back in a big way recently. Just ask us. This has a matte silver finish, so it stands out a little more and it's a heck of a lot easier to clean than Phosphate. I'm talking no CLP, just a dry rag, and it's back to shiny and new. So if you like showing off a little, this is your guy. Function. Really, this is what it's all about with a BCG. You need something durable, reliable, and a lot of that comes down to manufacturing quality and material choice. First off, the bolt is an MPI-inspected Carpenter 158 steel bolt. Mil-spec, good to go. The firing pin is 8740 steel, chrome-plated as per mil-spec. The ejector is S7 tool steel with a billet extractor, and the gas key is secured with grade 8 Torx fasteners that are properly staked. Basically, no matter which finish you choose, you're going to get something that is built for performance and hard use. For most applications, your basic BCGs are going to work just fine, last a long time, just need to clean them regularly and replace gas rings when they don't work. But with these Stinger bolt carrier groups, you're looking at components that you can really rely on because the US military has relied on these specifications for years. And in the case of that hard Chrome, even better performance with the same great material choices. Whether you're a competitor, duty-focused, or just want a go-everywhere, do-everything gun you don't want to worry about, these bolt carrier groups are going to work great for your build. All right, here's the big one. I'm going to try and run through all of our new rifles and pistols, and a lot of them share the same parts, so I'll break down what you can expect from each one. Fit. The new AR rifles and pistols we're offering will work with basically whatever upgrades and parts you want to mount. All of these include our Spear M-LOK handguard for accessories at your 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions with a full Picatinny top rail for backup sights, pressure pads, you name it. Out of the box, you're also set up for a single point sling since we've upgraded the end plate to a Magpul ASAP QD end plate. All of the dimensions here are mil-spec in case you want to change anything, but our goal here was to make a rifle that most folks will be more than happy with. But we'll get more into that later. Let's talk form factor and caliber. Our rifles are called the Flatline, which have a 16-inch barrel, AT3 combat flash hider, and come in 5.56 NATO and 300 Blackout. The alternator pistols come with a CAC Industry flash can buried in the handguard, likewise come in 5.56 and 300. Lastly, the Prowler pistol has a combat flash hider and comes in 5.56 NATO. Feel. This is something we really wanted to get right, so we really leaned in hard on the parts we think are most comfortable while offering some ergonomic improvements to make the rifle and pistol a little more dynamic. The Flatline rifles have a DT carbine stock, while the alternator and Prowler pistols come with an SB Tactical SBA3 brace. All of these have a nice snug fit and offer a good cheek weld no matter your length of pull. We also include a Magpul K2 grip on all of these. Around the office, this seems to be the favorite because of its vertical grip angle, solid texture, and the storage in the rear. For ergonomic improvements, we slotted in an ambidextrous safety and magazine catch. The safety is a mil-spec style with a 90-degree throw, mainly to minimize the chance of the safety flicking on when it brushes against your gear. The ambi mag catch, meanwhile, is super useful for dynamic shooting, so you can swap mags easily no matter where you shoulder the rifle. And of course, up top we have the Breek Warhammer charging handle, by far the charging handle of choice for all of our customers, and it really gives the rifle a slick feel. Form. Now, there's some implicit bias here, but I think we did a really good job creating a really slick looking AR-15, no matter what model or color you choose. Of course, we have these rifles in our standard black anodizing, but we also offer them in Cerakote to match Magpul Flat Dark Earth and OD Green. Your receiver, handguard, pistol grip, and stock are all going to match on these rifles. And for the Cerakote models, we do include a matching Cerakote PMag so that the drip is intact. And the great thing about all of that is that if you want to maintain a fully matching aesthetic, you can always mount rail covers and grips by Magpul to the handguard, and guaranteed you're going to have a completely cohesive look with these rifles and pistols. So to start, all of the rifles and pistols are tested for headspace and test fired to ensure function at the factory. All our bolts are MPI inspected, and the gas systems are tuned to ensure broad ammunition compatibility. The 4.5-pound single-stage trigger ensures solid primer ignition while being way faster and more shootable than a mil-spec trigger. Straight fundamentals, no funny business. For the flatline rifles and Prowler pistols, you get greater flash reduction and a bit more compensation than an A2 birdcage with our AT3 combat flash hider. For the alternator pistols, the CAC flash can directs noise and concussion forward, which is great for saving your ears when shooting indoors. And by the way, if you're looking to upgrade to a suppressor, all of these barrels have enough meat on the bone to prevent zero shift when you put on a cam. Features. We tried to pack as much value as we possibly could into these guns while trying to keep the price point affordable for most AR enthusiasts. All the black versions start at about $1,100 and the Cerakote versions at $1,200. Our idea was to create something that folks who didn't really want to bother with building or upgrading ARs can roll with right off the shelf. And for those who do like hot rodding their favorite rifles or pistols, have a product that's impressive enough on its own to still be a great value for you. The AR you wanted to get the first time around. But I do want your feedback on our AT3 rifles and pistols. What do you like about them? What don't you like about them? If you're in a state with an assault weapons ban, what parts should we be using for our compliant models down the line? Sound off in the comments. I'm eager to see what you think. And as always, if there's a gun or upgrade you want me to go hands-on with, slap a comment below. I'll give you my honest take on it in a future video.